Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Cry. I look at it now, and I feel sorry for old girl. Like, I feel sorry for her. Because I know the circles that's being ran and wrapped around over there. Like, I would cry. I feel bad. How am I going outside? Because I'm not sitting here telling y'all everything that happened. That in a marriage, if you've never been married, you understand? If you've never been married, you wouldn't understand the bond that's supposed to be between two people. You wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand, hold on, what you saying? Listen. I know what people care about. That man, he cares about what y'all think. I don't care about what y'all think. Like, unfortunately, not trying to be funny. I appreciate my fans and people that are actually my fans and that love me. You understand? But I don't care what people think. Can't nobody with a revolving door on a coochie tell me I'm for the streets. I've been with the same man. I was with the same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm for the street and make me feel something.
Back and forth or whatever transpired, right? Okay. She decides, and I decide that we're going to go to therapy. But she brings it to my attention, to be honest. She said, I think we should do therapy. I said, okay. Even though I'm private and I don't like to speak to people about my personal business, that was a very, very difficult thing for me to do. But I said, you know what? Let's do the therapy. We go to the therapist. The therapist's first question is, do you guys want a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. So when she comes on live and say, we haven't slept in the bed since 2022, and to make it seem like and fabricate a story like we had some agreement, you such a liar. There was no agreement. When I found out you was with the lame, you denied it.
Wow, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. As you can see, Remy Ma, Papoose, Clarissa Shields. Clarissa went on Breakfast Club yesterday, and today Remy Ma is going out like this, man. She's going in because she feel like she was disrespected some kind of way between yesterday and today to do this live. I had to bring on somebody who really can relate to these subjects. I wasn't even going to speak on this, but reality TV is one that breaks this stuff down better than anybody I know when it comes to this relationship stuff and these women. What's going on with this reality TV?
I mean, listen, all I'm going to say is it has to be something that transpired between Remy Ma and Papoose for Remy Ma to just up and leave a man that held her down while she was locked up, because that's very rare. So I don't know what it is.
Hold on. See, you getting out of line. I should have knew you was going to do this. I'm going to call OG. You just went there. Hold on. Let me call OG because this here just went the wrong way. I thought she was going to get on here and really say some stuff that was going to be really something that we could really, contest what was going on. I hope OG answers. He might not answer because he might be on a flight. But OG, no, boy, I wish OG, you better hope he don't answer. Yeah, he didn't answer. Boy, if he would have answered, boy, this would have got good to me. He didn't answer. OG didn't answer, but boy, you better be glad he didn't.
I don't care.
Cause boy, it would have been a Donnybrook. Do you hear me? He would not have let you make it because the way you came in, I don't even want to go at you like this, but you blaming Papoose, and to be honest with you, you said you pretty much was like, he had to do something. No, he didn't.
That's not what I said.
No, he didn't.
I said something had to transpire. I don't know if it happened between her. I don't know if it happened between him. All I'm saying is for somebody a woman at that. A woman? No, let me say this. A woman that was in prison, right?
Oh, that's okay. Hold on. One more time. Hold on. You got it coming.
I don't care.
Hold on. You got it coming. You need this.
I need your viewers to know that I'm not.
I know you ain't scared of my people, but hold on.
Anyway.
what's the
You better not have time for conversation because I'm on here talking about Remy Ma with this girl, and she is really going in on the fact that Papoose he had to do something. So I had to call you. I'm already in full force. So if you want to go on, you can go. If not, let me know, man.
I can't get. I'm leaving the gym right now. You give me 20.
No, we already going in, dog. You give me you. It ain't that loud. I don't hear nothing back there. Hey, reality TV. My boy Dre, if he wasn't in the gym, he would have laced you up about this relationship and trusting a woman. I can promise you. He out of New York, and he right up there with him. So, yeah.
Well, I don't care. That's what I said. I don't know what happened, so I can't speak on and say, Papoose did something to her, or he did. I don't know. That's why I said.
Papoose ain't do nothing to her. What did Papoose do to her? That man went to see her in jail every single.
Hold on. One at a time. Say that again, Dre.
Papoose, when that woman was locked down, Papoose went to see her every single day, to the point where she had to say, "Don't even come see me like that." All that man did was wear his Black Love t-shirt and wear his hat and love his wife. He ain't doing anything to that woman. You know what happened? She got some paper, she got some lipo, and she saw a mirror and said, "Ooh, look at me. Yeah, bitch." That's what happened.
Okay, so just because he did all that mean that he didn't do nothing to her?
He ain't do a job. Listen, because let me tell you something. As a former simp, when your mind is like that, you don't even have the bandwidth to do something else. If you are totally committed to that woman like that, when you're seeing her every single day, he didn't do nothing to her. He was just a simp. And it's fine. It's fine. He loved his wife. But sometimes you lose in that game. That's all.
Wow.
It's fine.
Wow, it's something when you guys are high profile and everybody's seeing your relationship displayed right in front of everybody. It's crazy when you get to that level and things start to fall apart. It gets real tricky because everybody can give their opinion.
You know what, E? I'm gonna make it so elaborate for you and your friend, Miss Lady Man.
Reality TV. Her name is Reality TV.
I'm sorry. How you doing, Miss Reality TV?
How you doing, Dre?
How you doing, Miss Lady Man? You sound good as an egg sandwich. Now listen, I want you to put up a timeline when you put this video up. Show her how she looked when she went to jail. Show her how she looked when she left jail.
Okay.
Then show her how she looked when them checks started hitting and that lipo started hitting, and see what happened. All that happened was once that vacuum sucked the fat out and she thought she was cute again, she saw a mirror and bye-bye Papoose.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
But y'all acting like she went and got this high profile man. That's what I'm saying. Like,
what you mean?
She had nothing. When she had nothing, he held her down. She had one hit record.
I'm a woman.
She had one hit record.
I'm gonna leave. If I'm gonna leave a man for another man, it ain't gonna be a downgrade.
Listen. She went and got a dude she was doing business. Easy to Block Captain is a battle rapper. She was in the battle rap. She was in the battle rap hustle, right? So here's the thing. At the time, I'm no disrespect to Easy. He was the hottest battle rapper at that moment. So it was. I don't even think it was a come up for her more than it was like, yo, she just aligned herself with who she thought was the hottest at that moment. That's all it was.
But she got her own name.
If Easy wasn't a battle rapper, she would have given him a French fry off a Happy Meal. But he was a battle rapper. And so she just aligned herself with it. That's all.
And Dre, we didn't hear. She's been going live all day today, but we didn't hear from her until after Clarissa Shields went on the Breakfast Club, and it was some kind of way she said this rubbed her the wrong way, and she started showing that she packed Papoose bags a year ago and bought some Amazon bags, and he need to come and get his stuff and get out. I don't know why she did this today of all days, but I do know Clarissa Shields went on Breakfast Club yesterday and got her shine on.
Yeah, and that's what happened. Form of narcissism. I'm sorry, Miss Reality TV. Finish what you were saying.
Somebody just sent me something.
Uh-oh.
And it said that Papoose said that Remy Ma called him yesterday, trying to get back with him.
See? Checkmate. Let me say this before I leave. Let me say this. You know I drop jewels on you every time I
For
speak.
sure, man. Love and
I'm gonna say this, man. Listen, that man went to her jail every single day, even before they were married, to profess his love, right?
right.
You know what my father once told me? He said, vagina has a short-term memory. And women don't understand what you do for them. They only understand what you do to them. That's why Miss Reality TV said, what did he do to her? He didn't do nothing to her but love her and wear his hat 24/7. And on that note, Papoose, go collect you some more women, brother. Leave Remy back in the streets.
Wow.
Belong, man.
Wow, thank you, Dre. Thank you so much, Dre, man. I appreciate you. I know you at your workout and you're a single man, so I know you for the.
Yeah, man, I'm about to go home and be with my wives and read the Bible and do what the Lord wants. and I peace out.
All right, peace out.
Yeah.
Thank you. So there it is. So reality TV. I gave you a take on it from a male perspective. That he's from New York. He lives in New York. He's from Jersey. That's my boy Dre. I've been knowing him for 30 years. That's the homie right there. And you know, he's one that's been through a lot when it come down to the women. So, and you've been through a lot when it come down to the men. So I thought it made sense.
Listen, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that he did something to her. I'm saying that something transpired from one of them. I'm not choosing no side. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't there. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm just saying, oh, this woman this or this man this. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I wasn't there. I don't know these people's true characters. But all I know is for a woman to leave somebody that held them down while they was in prison, like you said, to go up there and do this and do this. She had a baby for this man and everything. So
well, he gave her a baby as well, because you got to realize it takes two to tango.
He begged her for this baby.
Well, at the end of the day, she could have just said no. You know, we don't want to act as if, you know, it was a two-way street. They had a baby together. She made a final decision. Women play games a lot when it come down to yeses and nos too. That's why we end up in different situations with the women saying, oh, well, I didn't want to. Oh, well, I just don't know what I want. All that stuff is a woman, emotions and stuff, and the way that they do that, to be honest with you, a lot of guys are locked up behind that right now. So I'm telling you, but I'm just saying, you know, basically when you look at Remy Ma, she had the child. It was her decision at the end of the day to have it. She could have took some plan B if she wanted to. But at the end of the day, she didn't. She had her child. They made a decision to have that child. And to be honest with you, it was one that they did together. That's all. It's equal playing field for me. I just don't believe in a woman's yeses and nos like that. I don't. No, because it's just, you know, when you deal with God, your yes got to be yes and your no's got to be no. But a woman is so emotional, they flip-flop with their yeses and no's. I'm just being real.
No, I agree with you, and it's a lot of emotional men as well.
Yeah, but most of the time it's the woman. I'm going to be honest with you. Women are way, way more emotional than men.
Yes, because we have estrogen.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, for all the yeses and the no's and the jumping back and forth and the hoops, a lot of people done been locked up. A lot of people done got out of marriages and then go back and remarry behind a yes and a no and they're not being sure. And I didn't know what I was thinking and all that. I remember I let a girl go on the job. And the reason I did, because she made a quick, rash decision that she didn't want to do what I asked. And because she did, I said, well, if you don't do that, then whatever, hand your keys. She turned the keys in. Next minute, I look around, she just started crying. I said, what's wrong? I shouldn't have done that. I'm like, oh, you see what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is this thing is serious when it comes down to, emotions can't be the decision maker. You got to focus on, for me, you got to focus on God first and everything else falls under that. And that's the only way you can find stability for me. But other people find it other ways, and I get it. But I'm just telling you, in order to be real prompt, and look at Lot's wife in the Bible. She looked back when her whole family was looking forward. And you got to understand that. A lot of times a woman will turn and twist and do things a little bit different because of the situation. Now, why she looked back at a city where it was sodomizing and all type of sexual sin going on? She probably was missing what she was leaving. God had told him, don't look back. So it's always a time when you don't get it wrong. Men do things where, you know, they don't think the right way and they make quick decisions, and sometimes it's totally wrong. But women, they flip flop and you know, wishy washy on their yeses and nos. That's all I'm saying. But it ain't no big deal. It's just you need a solid man that just ain't gonna stand for that.
Thanks.
That's all that is, man. But anyway, we done did too much because I brought Dre on because when you came on, I tried to call OG. And then when I couldn't get OG, I said, let me call Dre because he another one that he going to tell you about. And he in New York, so that made sense for me. But, yeah, I mean, you dope at the end of the day. We know that you've been with high-profile, you know, men and all that. Had a husband and that was high-profile. And at the end of the day, you know, when you go through stuff like that, that's why I picked you to call about Clarissa Shields and Papoose and Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you picking up the call. But at any rate, guys, get in the comment. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with the fact of reality TV said she didn't just leave for nothing? You know, she was with a man that come to the prison to see her. My boy Dre calls in, and I call him, and he drops some jewels and say, no, he went to see that woman every day till they had to stop him from going to see her. And then she, after she got out, got her money right, got a lipo and all this other stuff, decided, you know what, I'm looking good, I'm gonna do my thing right now. So I don't know, but for me, I just feel like at the end of the day, it's on Papoose. Anytime a man do something, I put it on the man. Because at the end of the day, you allow these things to happen because you're the God of any woman life you in. Boss Talk 101, man. I ain't mean to do y'all like that. But Boss Talk 101, man, make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, man. And make sure you guys share this, man. Make sure you guys go back and I want you to do me a big, big favor, though. And this is the honest truth. Because earlier I dropped something about the Diddy trial, Kid Cudi, some more stuff. You know, you got to look. I'm probably going to put it right here. It's Kid Cudi. And I'm about to do another one on Kid Cudi, too, because he out of court now. The other one earlier tells you about what happened in the Diddy trial, him going into court. I'm going to do one after this, talking about what's going on after court. But at any rate, man, make sure you click on this, man, to keep up with the Diddy trial as it transpires. Tomorrow we got one more day. I've been covering this thing the whole time. So get in there, man. Check out what we saying over here from me, Reality TV, OG Pyru, my boy Dre, and you know the story. The list go on and on and on. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.